The Army is getting a little heat after they passed a regulation that they refer to as Army Regulation 670-1. And what it does is it has very specific guidelines on grooming for female soldiers. Now, this really impacts black soldiers, to be completely honest with you, because they're very specific that they do not want twists, dreadlocks, multiple braids, or cornrows bigger than a 1/4 inch. So a lot of women who wear their natural hair feel that they're being targeted for this. And of course, they passed out photos showing what is and is not acceptable for their hairstyles.
I like how they threw in a white girl there, I think on the left. Like, yeah, there's one, but let's keep it real. This is who we're referring to. Okay. Yeah. So what's their official excuse? They always have a reason for this. They can't just say, I don't like the way black people are wearing their hair.
Yeah. Well, a lieutenant colonel by the name of Justin Platt says the requirement for hair grooming standards is necessary to maintain uniformity. They're obsessed with that. And also within a military population, many hairstyles are acceptable as long as they are neat and conservative. In addition, headgear is expected to fit snugly and comfortably without bulging or distortion from the intended shape of the headgear without excessive gaps.
Look, that might partly explain the dreadlocks, but cornrows are very neat. I mean, that's kind of the point, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, and one would think that that might actually fit better under a helmet. So that seemed a little gratuitous in there, so I'm not sure they're buying it. Look, this is my part of the problem why I wouldn't be a good fit for the military.
Absolutely.
Because I have too many cornrows. No, because the uniformity. They want everybody to be like the same exact expendable robot, right? And look, I know there's a need for it, and some people love that lifestyle, etc. But I don't want to be like everybody else, and I don't want my hair to look like everybody else's, and everything I do to be identical. It's not for me.
Yeah, and it's just an awkward regulation to put in place, especially because cornrows are neat, right? And I think that it kind of puts this pressure on black female soldiers to straighten their hair, to chemically treat their hair, so it is uniform to other soldiers that don't have the same texture. And I think that that's a really unfair standard for them to put there. I mean, if they can, point to specific cases where these specific hairstyles actually led to problems within the military, then we're having a conversation. But they failed to do that. And I think that when you don't give concrete reasons for why you're passing these types of regulations, people start to question it. Is it racially biased? Why does it make you uncomfortable? Why don't you like it? Give me some examples, and then we're having a conversation.
Yeah, so I would give, of course, the military more leeway, right, to determine what makes sense in, whether it's in combat or just simply for order within the ranks. As I just stated, I'm not that kind of person, but somebody's got to do that, and I understand that. So, for example, like in football, they have the dreadlocks that come out of the helmet. I'm always thinking that the opponents are going to grab those and tackle the guy with it, and it seems like a disadvantage. Now, if we were still doing hand-to-hand combat, okay, that could be an issue, but we're not. We do drones, we do all this kind of combat where you hardly, see the person, let alone an opportunity to grab someone before they stab you with their musket, right? But again, the military is not just worried about combat; they're also worried about how people look and that uniform appearance. So I could understand if it was just dreadlocks, but it seems like they picked all the hairstyles that black people use, whether they were messy or not messy, and just ruled them out.
Yeah.